All right, Marco, welcome in. Ryan Tringrove here, your Class A Pro recording, and happy Halloween, by the way. And so let's take a look here and see what's happening. So first of all, arm position looks to be good. That's a big one too, as you probably or you may know. It's big to have your arms in this shape, right? And so having the arms in the triangle is a thing in golf, and ball between the arms is a thing, right? Why do we do this? Because we're trying to keep our arms in the triangle position, And so look at this. Why would anyone do that, right? You know what I mean? Like, but it's because you're trying to, keep the, this is the here's a triangle, right, on the wall. This is the model, right? And it's important you start with your arms in that shape. You know what I mean? And so basically that's we always want to see that. Now for the grip, let's look at the grip here. So just so we've covered it, the V's of the grip, right? We like neutral generally with the V's to the inner shoulder. So see how the creases are pointing over this way. This would be weak where the hands are on top, and then this is strong, right? And then there's pictures like this that people post where V's point to the right shoulder, thumb at 1 o'clock, C2 knuckles, and then if that's not enough, Tom Watson talked about it in his lessons where he talks about the grip and how the hands should be. Watch this. It's right over here.
So you see 2 knuckles in your left hand.
2 knuckles.
Point the V that's formed between your thumb and forefinger right here toward your right shoulder, just like this.
And that's such an. I'm going to send you that picture real quick here. It's just such an important picture because so many people get offline on their grip. And Scheffler, I use a grip trainer. Scheffler uses a grip trainer. It's very helpful to be able to make sure that your hands are on there properly. And so yours look pretty solid here. One more picture I want you to see.
The left thumb goes down the right center of the shaft.
So see how the thumb is down the right side of the center line. So your thumb is not straight on top of it. That's why we say it's like 1 o'clock on the grip. Are you with me?
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty much how I do it.
Exactly. And so I cover these things so there's nothing left out for us. I don't know what you know and don't know, obviously. So let's see where your creases in your hands are here. So you got your left hand is here, so it could be over more, and your right hand is here. So yeah, so you're on the weaker side. Most of the players, if you watch, ready to watch this, like Sam Burns after he won the match play, or I'm going to even bring up Scheffler in a moment. See how his creases are a little bit further over. See how the right one goes onto the shoulder? Yeah. And so this is important. And the reason I'm covering this is look at this. Your club face is open 14 degrees here. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, now there's this thing over here, come here, on the wall, tour averages, okay? This is what they did, like all this testing thousands of golf pros do. 2 to 5 degrees inside out path, which is to the right with the swing path to swing it out this way.
Yeah.
And then the face of the club is supposed to be closed 1 to 2.5 degrees, right? Which gives it this curve. Are you with me?
Yeah.
And so, as it says there, the club face should be 1 to 2 degrees closed, and you're at 14 degrees open.
Yeah.
So this tells us that there's an issue with squaring the club face that's highly important for us to cover. But let me send you this picture.
Was I open that much on all of them?
Yep. Your club face is open, and that's making it hard for you to play. Here's some other ones if you want to see them all. This one's 7 degrees open, 11.9 degrees open, 13 degrees open, 8.4 degrees open, 10.7 degrees open.
The good news is consistent.
Exactly. Nice. All right. It's consistent. You're right. All right. Now, so we need to get the V's of the grip in a little bit better spot for you. It's going to help you square the face. And then the posture's good here. Probably some knee flex, which we're going to talk about shortly. You're doing a little bit better with your foot pressure in terms of the balls of the feet. But you see how the pressure line is all going this way? Yeah. And so just to revisit that, watch this. There's a video. Okay. And this is what's funny, and how like houses are built from the ground up.
Yeah.
Like golf swings are too. And so it turns out the person who made that pressure pad is like on some other planet, like genius. and he like figured out that if anything down below is going wrong, then everything up above is affected negatively, right? And so what's really wild is lessons that involve pressure plate now. One of the first things that we cover is we start working on the foot pressure. And see, because for me to help you do better with other things, the foot pressure has to be correct, because then you have the right things happening underneath. Like if your balance falls forward, where's the club going to go? Forward. If your balance falls back, where's it going to go? Like the balance affects it a lot. Watch this. There's this coach. This guy's name is Scott Hamilton, right? He's out of the South, like South Carolina or something. You can tell by his accent. And listen to what happened here. This is really interesting.
I think I looked the other day. I've helped roughly over about 37 tour guys, have been full exempt tour players over the course of my career. My full-time players that I teach currently are Russell Henley,
37 PGA Tour players. Did you hear that?
Chris Kirk, Brennan Todd, Harris English, Boo Weekley, Steve.
He teaches all these people, right? Yeah. Listen to this. The guy goes on to say, watch this part. This is crazy. Ready to watch this. And so you want to get into this. See how we're into the science of golf? Yeah. We're not like some like, oh, one of my students will be like, oh yeah, this influencer said this. I'm like, what's his name? They're like, I don't even remember. I'm like, and it's like you want to base it off of this. Watch this. Watch what happens here. Listen to what he says.
You noticed together was all your players all sort of basically have the same trace. And
all your players have the same trace. They all have a linear trace. Look at this. Look, see as I switch it. Look, see how it's a straight line, right? Straight line, right? Straight line. Look, and usually it's a straight line that works its way down to the left heel at the end. So we call it a fish hook pressure trace, right? There's actually, look at this. This is really interesting. Do you remember Rickie Fowler's Puma space shoes? Do you ever see those? Right? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. They messed him up. They actually wrecked his game. Look at this. These things that have the ankle thing around them, they figured out, watch this, if we search Fowler over here, watch this, Fowler, right? And we look at his foot pressure with the space shoes on. His line of pressure wasn't very straight, and he couldn't get on the balls of his feet very easily. Yeah. And because of that, his line of pressure is like all twisted here, right? And they figured this out using these pressure pads, right? That you're on now. And look, then they got him better shoes, and now look, where's the pressure line? Yeah. Straighter across, and then where? Yeah. Down to the heel. You see? And so this is a high priority thing for us, because look at this. If we go back again and look at what's happening with your foot pressure, and before I go to that, I'm just going to show you mine over here on my channel. If I search 5 under, I shot 5 under about 3-4 weeks ago now, I guess it was, at Talega with 6 birdies and a bogey. And then I marched in here and did my swing to see what I was doing. Yeah. And this is what I was doing. And I was like, oh, no surprise. Look at this. Look how good my balance was this day. Yeah. Look at this. Straight across the line, and then where? Yeah. Down to the heel, right? And no surprise, I was hitting it right here all day, and then I was able to hit, like it says, 16 greens in regulation that day, right? And so basically, what we're going to be working on, we're going to sort the grip out, and then we're going to get working on this foot pressure ASAP. Because why do we need to fix the grip? The face is open based on the flight scope, right? And then with the foot pressure, we can't even work on anything else until your balance is more where it should be.